Welcome to a 5-minute flexibility exercise session. So we're just going to start off by rolling our shoulders back one at a time. So we're just wanting to loosen up our muscles before we get into our flexibility exercise. So just nice and gentle, take one shoulder and roll it up and back one at a time. Awesome work. And you're going to also be focusing on your breathing here. So I want you to make sure you're breathing in nice and deeply, and then you can breathe out through pursed lips. So this is as if you are blowing through a straw or blowing out a candle. Okay, let's give our arms a little bit of a shake. So our first flexibility exercise is going to be a nice and easy shoulder stretch. So I want you to lift one arm up and across your body, and you're going to hold it there with your other arm either above or below your elbow. We want to keep our shoulders and our neck muscles relaxed, and we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Focus on your breathing here, in through your nose and out through pursed lips. Keep that shoulder down, and now we're going to bring it back to the center and lower our arm. Next, we're going to do the same thing just with our other arm. So again, we're going to raise it up in front of us, cross on our body, and hold it there with your opposite arm, holding either above or below your elbow. Keep that shoulder down, keep your neck relaxed. Focus on your breathing here. We're holding this for 30 seconds. Excellent work. Now let's bring this arm back and down. And now we're going to go into a tricep stretch. So I want you to bring your arm up all the way over your head, and then you're going to take your hand and you're just going to drop it behind your head. So you should be feeling this stretch in your tricep of your elevated arm. So that's right here on your arm. So you can hold this here with your other hand. So I just want you to gently grab your elbow at the top. If you can't reach that hand above your head, that is okay. You can just keep it there. You can also hold onto a chair behind you if that's more comfortable, or rest your hand on a chair behind you. We want to make sure our spine is in a neutral position. We want our back to be straight. We want our shoulders and our neck muscles to be relaxed. And we're still practicing that pursed lip breathing as we're performing a tricep stretch. Excellent work. So now let's lower this arm so you can bring that up and then drop it to your side. And let's perform the same thing with our other hand. So up all the way over your head, and just drop that hand behind your head. So we're bending at the elbows here. We're going to use our opposite hand to hold this position. If you can't reach it all the way over, you can just drop this hand here. Amazing work. And now let's drop this. And now we're going to move on into a hip stretch. So we're going to elevate one foot up. We're going to be feeling this stretch in the hip of the elevated foot. So we want this foot to be resting on our knee. You can apply light pressure to the knee of the elevated leg. So you can feel an enhanced stretch in that hip, but just very light pressure. This shouldn't feel uncomfortable. We're going to hold this for another 30 seconds. Want to make sure our back is nice and straight when we perform this exercise. And if you can't reach your foot on top of your knee, I welcome you just to have this on the ground. You can have a stool up here and you can still feel that stretch while having this foot elevate a little bit. You can also just practice by bringing this knee over and crossing your legs as so. And if that's still too difficult, we can go into a hamstring stretch, which is just extending your foot out in front of you and then leaning forward, bending at your hips. So you'll feel that stretch in your lower leg, the calf muscle, the back of your lower leg, or your hamstring, which is the back of your thigh muscle. Now we're going to do another hip stretch with our opposite foot. So bringing that foot on top of the knee, light pressure onto that elevated knee just to enhance the stretch. And we're feeling the stretch in the hip muscle of that elevated leg. And again, I welcome you to either just have your foot elevated on a step stool if you can't reach it all the way on top of your knee, or you can just perform a hamstring stretch, extending your foot out in front of you and bending at the waist. And then we can lower our legs, and that completes our exercise session.